today we're going to be multiplying fractions. And this is also mixed numbers, but we're just going to one title it multiplying fractions. Okay, some rules that you need to remember, or your steps. Steps. Step 1. Make sure you have, we're going to say fractions. Make sure you have fractions. And I'll explain more of that in just a minute. So make sure you have fractions. Your second step is going to be multiply straight across. So multiply straight across. It's actually pretty simple. Multiplying fractions is actually a lot easier than adding or subtracting. And I'll show you. So let's do a couple of examples. First one, let's say you have 1/2 times 3/5. So 1/2 times 3/5. Well, I have step 1, make sure you have fractions. Well, they're fractions. So step 1's taken care of. Step 2, multiply straight across. So 1 times 3 is 3. 2 times 5 is 10. That's simple. Now, can you reduce that? Is it improper? No. So, you're done. Pretty simple. Okay, let's try a couple more. How about you have 4/5 times 5/8. Alright, so 4/5 times 5/8. They're both fractions, so step 1's taken care of. So now just multiply straight across. 4 times 5 is 20, and 5 times 8 is 40. Can you reduce that? Yes, I can reduce by 10. So that gives me 2/4. Would I be able to reduce that again? Yes, by 2, and I get 1/2. Now let's try one that has a mixed number in it. How about 4 and 4/5 times 1 and 1/6? Now when you have mixed numbers and you're multiplying, remember it says to make sure you have fractions. Well, these are fractions, sort of. They're actually mixed numbers. I want them fractions, whether they be proper or improper. So, I need to change my mixed numbers into improper fractions. So 4 times 5 is 20 plus the 4. So now I have 24, and the 5 is going to stay the same. So I turn my mixed number into an improper fraction. Now I'm going to do the same thing over here. 6 times 1 is 6, plus the 1 is 7, and I'm going to keep the same denominator. And I'm still multiplying. Well, now what I do, they're both fractions. They're improper, but that's okay. I want them improper. Multiply straight across. So 5 times 6 is 30. 24 times 7. 168. So now I have 168/30. Well, I can't leave it that way. You can't leave your final answer as an improper fraction. So I'm going to have to convert that back into a mixed number. So don't forget your division bar means also to divide. So 168 divided by 30. Won't go into 1, won't go into 16, but will go into 168 5 times. That's 150. Subtract, get 18. So I have 5 and 18/30ths. Let's put it over here. 5 and 18/30ths. Am I finished? I can still reduce it. And I can reduce that by 6. So now I have 5, and 18 divided by 6 is 3. 30 divided by 6 is 5. Now, I'm finally finished. Main thing is you have to change your improper fractions to a proper you have to change your mixed numbers into an improper fraction first before you can multiply. Okay, so let's try one more like that. This time, let's do 2 and 1/4 times 4 and 4/7. Okay, well, first thing I'm doing, I can't multiply straight across because I have things in the way. I have numbers in the way. So I have to convert my mixed numbers to improper fractions. So 4 times 2 is 8, plus the 1. So I have 9/4. Over here, 4 times 7 is 28, plus 2 is 32, over 7. Now I can multiply straight across. 32 times 9 is 288, over 4 times 7 is 28. Now remember, you can't leave that number so big. It's not going to work. So, can't leave it improper, so we're going to have to divide. 288 divided by 28. Okay, we'll go through there once. Bring down my 8. Well, 28's not going to go into 8. So you put in a 0. So I actually have 10 and 8/28. So 10 and 8/28. Am I finished? Is it improper? Can I reduce it? You're right. I can still reduce that. And I can reduce that by 4. So I have 10 and 2/7 as your final answer. So just a quick review on how to multiply with fractions or with mixed numbers. And don't forget, multiplying with fractions, you multiply straight across. But you have to be able to go straight across. All right, see you next time.